Good morning, good morning. This is Mindset Monday. Mindset Monday. Wow, Monday again. Here we go again with another Monday. But we should rejoice and be glad in it. Because this is the day that the Lord has made. We should rejoice and be glad in it. And just thank God for what He's done, what He's doing in this particular season. On Mindset Monday, I usually be sitting down in my secret place doing the live feeds. But I thank God. I thank God for tasteful water. A lot of things we take for granted that a lot of other people don't have. We take marriages for granted until we're not married no more. We take children for granted until we don't have them no more. We take money for granted until we don't have any money. We take a lot of things for granted. Good morning, Tracy. God bless you. Benny, God bless you. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for tuning in. But this is Mindset Monday. I was doing a live. I believe I was doing a live kind of early one time, and somebody got in my inbox and asked me why did I go live at that time. That's not the time that I usually go live. Well, I corrected them because in 2016, I used to go live at 4:30, 5:30, between 4:30 and 5 a.m. live for a long time in the car doing live feeds. And so a lot of times people see me, they don't know the history of the ministry. They don't know the history of the live chronicles or the car chronicles. And so I just thank God that I'm able to speak to His people because He entrusts us with His word. He entrusts us with His spirit. And He gives us an opportunity to really talk to His people, to gather His people. And a lot of times we take that for granted because we don't do what we need to do as husbands, as wives, as leaders, as teachers, as preachers. And so it shows a lot. All right. So God is faithful. God is a grateful God. I hope and pray that you all can share this broadcast this morning. This is not going to be a long broadcast because once I get to my destination, I'm going to turn the live off. But for the most part, I will be talking until I get to the destination. But God is faithful, and I thank God for what He's doing in this season. I thank God for the exposure of this season while showing us the right things. There's a lot of different things that's happening in this particular season that we should be growing from, that we should be knowing from, that we should be building from, and we should be understanding from. And so I thank God for this opportunity. I thank God for the exposure while the pandemic was around heavenly. A lot of us experience hurt and pain and anguish from people that claim that they love us. And so I count it all joy when somebody claims to love you and they do everything under the sun to try to destroy you. Learn from it, grow from it, build from it. Don't get mad and upset because God didn't have to show you that, but He shows you anyway. And so because He's God, we have to learn how to capitalize off the wisdom and the knowledge that He shows us. See, a lot of people don't want to be around you because you don't have anything to offer. But just as soon as the Lord opened the floodgates of heaven on your behalf, open the floodgates of heaven on your bank account, open the floodgates of heaven on your credit, open the floodgates of heaven on people that mention millionaires, that mention your name, then people want to make time for you. See, people make time for whatever that excites them. Don't let people fool you. People are not that busy. They're not that busy. I promise you, if your situations change financially, I guarantee you they will make all the time in the world for you. No ifs, ands, and buts. They will make all the time in the world for you. If the Lord dropped glory in your life right today, guess what they're going to do? They're not going to be making up excuses. They're going to be making plans. They're not going to be making up excuses. They're going to be making plans to come and see you. They're going to be making plans to spend your money. That's how people do. Good morning, Mary. That's how many people do. Don't let people fool y'all now. Mary, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Some of these people are so fickle and so funny. They don't have time for you. But if somebody in the family line say, hey, Mary just won $5 million. Guess what? Guess what's going to happen? All them mean family members that talked down on you, talked about you, oh, their conversation going to change. Oh, it's going to be, I'm sorry now. Do you forgive me? All kind of stuff going to come up. Oh, yeah, they're going to change real quick. I'm telling you they will. They will. Somebody find out that you got inheritance. Oh, now they want to be nice. Now they ain't busy at work. See, usually when you call them at work, oh, girl, I can't talk to you, or I can't talk to you right now because I'm at work. But once they find out that God done dropped some glory in your life, now when you call them, oh, do you need me to come by your house? I can leave work. Oh, now you can leave work? Now you can come see me? Come on now. I know I ain't the only one on here that have experienced this now. I know I'm not the only one that have experienced this now. And so this is what the pandemic have shown us. Churches acting funny, preachers and teachers acting funny. They want you to sow into their ministry, but they don't want to inbox you back. They don't want when you need help, they gonna pray for you. Yeah, we're gonna pray for you. When they needed $1,000, you made sacrifice, shift some stuff around, make sure they had what they needed. But when you need it, they gonna pray for you. Yeah, we're gonna pray for you. We're gonna have the people to pray for you. Sometimes people need what you give. Like what you give is what you need. Like if I give you $1,000 and I get in a hardship, I need that same thing. A lot of times it's not about prayer. It's about you doing what you asked me to do for you. That's where the realness come in at. That's where the realness come in at now. So we can act crazy if we want, but I don't care what nobody say. This pandemic done showed me some stuff. It done showed me some stuff and some people that I really, I thought I was surrounded around a whole bunch of church folks that love the Lord. I thought I was surrounded around some people that sowing in love. I thought I was surrounded around some people that really love God for who He is. But this pandemic showed me that I was surrounded around a bunch of demons, devils, witches, and warlocks. These people don't want to see you prosper. They want to see you fail. They want to see you fail. But when you get something, when somebody's so into your life, now the conversation, why I gotta have money for you not to act funny? Why I gotta have money for you not to act funny? Why I gotta be about money for you not to act funny? Why I gotta have a few bucks for you want to act up, so that you won't act up? Why I gotta have a few bucks so that you won't act up? Why is it this? Why we gotta go through all this and all that? That makes no sense. Just let it be real. So Mindset Monday, listen, I'm gonna tell you another thing that I learned. Listen, when you doing something free, when you got a free event at your house where people don't have to bring no drinks and bring no food and bring no bread and bring no plates, spoons, forks, utensils, straws, guess what they do? They show up in numbers. They show up in numbers just to get the little stuff you got. When people do not have to contribute to the event, guess what happened? People show up in your house in buckloads. I mean, they show up in your house in buckloads because they don't have to give nothing. You see? When they don't have to give nothing, that's just like this live feed. Now, if I had this live feed at the top, said I'm giving away $10,000, $20,000, man, it'll be 2,000 people on this thing. It'll be 2,000 people on this live feed this morning. If the title was, I found out that Miss Bailey was cheating and I'm on the way now, I'm in the car now live going to see where she at, guess what this live feed will be? It'll be filled of people that is driven by messy entertainment, that is driven by money. This live feed will be filled with people. Don't say that it's too early. It ain't too early, because when people have their mind on something and they trying to get into something that they don't have no business doing, it could be 4 in the morning. Guess what they're going to be up doing? They're going to be up going by their way. See, we don't got so comfortable. We don't got so comfortable in making up excuses for people that can do better. We don't got so comfortable making up excuses for people that won't ever make up an excuse for you. When people want to use you, they want to use you. They don't make up excuses to use you. People will take your last, and then when you need just not even the last, you just need a little help, they'll make up excuses not to help you. But this is what we allow. This is what we allow. We allow these things. We allow these things. This is what we allow. So Mindset Monday, I want y'all to understand that it all starts in the mindset. It all starts in the mindset. These will all the things start in the mindset. Before somebody manipulates you, it starts in their mind. Before somebody cheat on you, it starts in their mind. Before somebody lie on you, it starts in their mind. When it starts in their mind, 9 times out of 10, they already done it because they have it on their mind. They just do it physically. So we have to be mindful of these things. We have to be mindful of how we grow. We have to be mindful of how we know. I see people, I see church folks all the time. I'm not talking about something that somebody told me. I'm talking about something that I see, some things that the Holy Spirit shows me on an everyday basis. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this every day. Every day, funny acting Christians. I see this every single day. Funny acting Christians. People that claim God. People that say, oh, for God I live and for God I die. These people out here manipulating the mess out of people. Tricking people, bamboozling people. Tricking people out of position. I'm talking about church folks. I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking about church folks. I'm watching this every single day. People don't want to help you or support you, but guess what they want you to do? They want you to help them and support them. I don't feel that it's right for anybody on any level, of any caliber, to help somebody that don't want to help themselves. I don't think that it's good for anybody to sow into somebody that don't want to sow into themselves. I really just don't believe that that's a good thing to do. Because 9 times out of 10, we sow into something that can change by just tapping in, clocking in on a clock. Most financial hardships can change if you just go and clock in. Most financial hardships can change if you just go and clock in and stop being lazy. Your whole life can change. Your whole everything can change if you just get off your tail, stop being lazy, stop procrastinating, and go do it. Go get it. Get it done. It's hard sometimes. It sure ain't easy, but guess what's happening? If you try, if you just try just like you complain. If you change your complaining into trying, if you change your excuses into trying, everything will change for you. It will change for you. It will help you. It will build you. It will make a better you. It will do a lot for you. But if you keep making up excuses, listen, excuses are monuments of nothing that build bridges that lead to nowhere. Those that use them are incompetent and masters of nothing. Excuses sound real good to those who make them up. If I make up excuses, they sound good. Like most people, they'll make up excuses. Like most people will come to you and want you to do everything for them. I need you to watch my children. Okay, you sacrifice some time, you pull some stuff over to the side, and you watch their children. But guess what? You need that same favor the next weekend. Guess what they're going to do? oh, I can't do it this weekend here because I got to do this and I got to do that. And I promised somebody I would do this and I promised somebody I would do that. We have to learn to be what we want to see in others. We have to learn that, to be what we want to see in others. We got to learn that. We got to learn that. We got to get away from this. We got to get away from this. When God is coming forth, when the Lord is showing you a thing, take heed to it, learn from it, grow from it, build from it. Because He's giving you an opportunity to have a level of responsibility and accountability that will lead to greater leadership, that will lead to greater blessing, that will lead to greater doors. But if we just turn our back on God every time, come on now. What you think gonna happen? What do you really think is gonna happen? What do you really think is gonna happen? We have to stop making up excuses for our wrongness, our faults, all these things. We got to stop making up excuses for these things. Because time is the greatest truth teller. Time will tell on you. Time will show the realness in your situation. Time will show the realness of people who are around you. Stop getting upset. Stop getting mad. All right? Because a lot of times we block our own blessing because we keep going down the same road that causes us pain. We keep going down the same road. We have the opportunity to change our direction, but we still stay on that same road because it's a level of familiar. We familiar to that road. And we keep going down the same road that are breaking us. We keep going down the same road that are hurting us. This same road is destroying us, but we still traveling the same road. That's just like in the world today, in the modern day world today. The average teenager, just because they're 16 years old, doesn't mean that they're ready for a car. Just because they're 16 years old, doesn't mean that they're ready for a car. Just because they're 20 years old doesn't mean that they're ready for a house. So we have to be mindful of how we work, how we operate, the things we do, the things we say, our ups, our downs. We have to be accountable. We got to show accountability and responsibility in order for us to grow into what we need to grow in. We have to do this. Nobody don't have to hold my hand to need to tell me that I need to study. Nobody has to hold my hand and let me know that I got to study. Nobody has to hold my hand and let me know that I got to pray. Nobody has to let me know that. Nobody can come to me and tell me, hey, look, listen, man of God, you need to study your word. Man of God, you need to be in prayer. Man of God, you need to fast. Man of God, you need to pray. Nobody have to come to me and tell me because I know that those are the requirements that I need to get to where I need to be. And so nowadays in the modern day life, you got to go out here and listen. You don't have to flash what God do for you. You don't have to flash what God does for you. We mess up when we try to, we mess up big time when we get out in the world and we trying to be a name that is not building our character, that is not building us around, that is not showing us how to move, not motivating us. Sometimes our greatest motivation comes from us. Sometimes our greatest motivation comes from, I'm going to be that millionaire in my family. I'm going to be that man of God that God wants me to be. I'm going to be that daddy that nobody. This morning we was listening on the radio. And a man said, and as I was carrying my son to work this morning, and a man said that the young people nowadays are blunt out their father figures so that they can just live this life like they've been fending for themselves. And it touched me so much this morning just hearing that, because a lot of children are doing this to their mothers and a lot of children are doing it to their father. They have perfect fathers, perfect mothers, but because they don't go out here and they not with the hokey doke, now they're bad mothers. Now my mama ain't no good because my mama won't give me the latest Jordan. Now my mama ain't no good because my mama won't mama don't want, my mom ain't no good because of these things. See, the enemy don't want this to go forward. Look how the enemy just stopped this live feed. The enemy don't want y'all to be out here talking about God and talking about no truth. They want you to sit right here and feed the cause, feed the foolishness. So we have to learn how to be better in this life. We have to learn how to be bigger in this life. We have to learn how to do what God is calling us to do in this life. And that's to live a righteous life that is pleasing to God. That's to live a righteous life that is pleasing to God. That's what it is. And so God bless you all. I love you all with the love of God. I ask that you all continue to pray for me as I pray for y'all. Pray for me as I pray for y'all. All right. We have to be mindful of these things. We have to be mindful of the respect that I had. The respect that I have for my mother is far beyond social media. It's far beyond social media. See, we running behind people because they got a word. But is it a God word or is it a word for attention? Is it a God word or is it a word for attention? That's the thing that we have to ask ourselves. If this person with all this wisdom and knowledge and everything, is this word from God or is this a word just to get likes and shares? What kind of word is this? What kind of word do we have? Do we have a word that's from the Lord or do we have a word to make sales? What word do we have? What word do we have in this modern day life? Do we have a word from the Lord? Is it a good word? See, sometimes a good word may be a good word, but it may not be a God word. It may be a good word, but it may not be a God word. See, we are attracted to these things and that person, no, they know how to break down some word. Oh, that person, no, he got a word, but it's a word from the Lord. It is a word from on high. Is it a word from heaven, from a heavenly place? Where is this word coming from? Is this word to just make your ear tingle? Or is this word to help you with your soul? How? What kind of word is this? I'm not fascinated by because you got more degrees on your wall than a thermometer. No, that don't mean nothing to me. That don't mean nothing to me. But are you really loving the people? Can your people in your local neighborhood come and talk to you at a local store without you being smart against smart with them? If one of your neighbors at the store and they got a flat tire, will you be willing to take your jack out and jack that tire up and take that tire off that car? What would you be willing to do? I want to know the realness of the whole situation. Because we can sound good on social media. We could be on social media preaching up a storm. And the whole time we are the storm. We could be on social media promoting something that we don't have no intentions on promoting. That's how we are in this modern day world. Good morning, Apostle Stephanie Young. God bless you and your family. God bless each and every one of y'all that has came on this Mindset Monday. Where is your mind today? Where is your mind today? Is your mind on God or is your mind on trying to be a God? Where is your mind? The average person that you bent over backwards to help won't ever do that same thing for you. Let's just be real. Let's just be real with this. The average person that you bend over backwards for to help will not do that same thing for you. They won't do that same thing for you. The average person that's going through a storm is the weapon that's formed against them. The average person that's going through a storm, if you just sit down and think to yourself, you'll think and say, wow, I am the reason that I'm going through this. When we be real with ourselves, that's how we come out of situations. That's how we come out of situations. That's how we go through life. We have to be mindful of these things. I remember walking to school, walking to high school, walking to junior high. I remember walking to these different things. And at the particular time, my dad was going the same way. But my dad would pick up the neighbors and I would be walking. I didn't get mad at my dad. I didn't cuss my dad out when I got home. I did not want to clean my room because my dad didn't drop me off at school. No, I was obedient. I was obedient to my father. When I got out of school, And I didn't want to do this and I didn't want to do that. I didn't tell my grandma and granddad that I didn't want to be on the farm. Oh, I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that. I did what I was told to do. No matter what it was, I did what I was told to do. And I didn't give no backlash. And the Lord has blessed my life because of this. The Lord has opened doors because of this. The Lord has had mercy on me because of this, because I respect my elders. I didn't get into a lip battle with my mom. I didn't get into a lip battle with my dad. I didn't get into a lip battle with my elders. I didn't get into a lip battle with people that was helping me. I didn't do it. No matter what it is, you can't explain to me why the children of this modern day culture is so rebellious and talk to their mothers in the kind of way and talk to their fathers in the kind of way. Don't come to me, what's up, homie? I'm not your homie. I'm your dad. That stuff for out there. You leave that out there. And then you come to me like you want me to come to you. But the average person, the average child will not do that. They think it's a game. They think it's a game. And so we have people in the modern day world that have the opportunity to appreciate a mother. But they won't appreciate the mother because their mother is not materialistic. They don't appreciate the father because the father is not materialistic. If the father was materialistic and the mother was materialistic, they'll be the GOAT. Yeah, my mama the best. Yeah, my father the best. Yeah, because they out here buying you cars that you know you're not ready for. They out here buying you shoes and clothes that you know you're not ready for because you're making yourself a target. You mad at your mother and your daddy because your daddy and mother don't want to make you a target. Don't want to create a problem for you. You mad at your mother and father because they care for you and they love for you. This is what a lot of preachers and teachers need to be talking about. These kids we are losing our children to the streets every single day. Every single day, this is what's happening. We're losing our children. Because the parents are trying to be the child's friend versus the parent. You're trying to compromise with your child. If you tell your child to turn a light off in the house, that's what you mean. If you tell a child to clean that bathroom up, they should be cleaning that bathroom. They shouldn't be going back and forth with you, telling you this and telling you that, saying this and saying that. They shouldn't be doing that. They shouldn't be doing it. So we have to be mindful of these things. We have to be mindful of these things. That we don't get into a position where we begin to beat ourselves up over things that we done right. Like me, I would never beat myself up over my child. If my children go out in the world and be rebellious and do all kinds of things, do everything under the sun, I know I didn't raise them like that. So I'm not going to beat myself up for that, because I know that one day they're going to come back and they're going to realize those things, and they're going to come back to those things of which I've taught them. So we have to be mindful of these things, that we don't get caught up in life and begin to beat ourselves up and say this and say that, and begin to just take credit from what we've done through our children, for our children. That's right. So my parents told me once and I did it. That's it. But nowadays, if you tell a child to do something, they want to ask you why I got to do it. Why that person can't do it. Why I got to pick this up. Why that person can't pick this up. Then they'll tell you, most of them will tell you that they already did, and you just passed the situation. You just be them past the situation. They'll tell you they already did it, just to cut you off, just to try to prove themselves to you. So we have to be mindful of these things. We have some outstanding parents in this world, but we have to be mindful that we're in a culture where a lot of people don't respect their elders. They just don't respect their elders. So we have to be mindful of these things. I want to talk to you all longer, but I gotta go. And I hope and pray that y'all learn from this. I hope and pray that y'all build from this. I hope and pray that y'all grow from this. And I hope and pray that y'all know from this, so that you all can be better people, be better parents, be better husbands, better wives, better boyfriends, girlfriends, better uncles and aunties. All right. So God is faithful. He's a faithful God. He's a powerful God, a God of restoration and a God of restoring. Listen, I'm just going to say this because I believe that a lot of you all have forgotten about our YouTube channel. Tamika Allen, have you forgot about my YouTube channel? Miss Keith, have you forgot about Miss Miller? Have y'all forgot about the YouTube channel? Do y'all go on that YouTube channel and watch some of those live videos from way back when? Do y'all go in there? Have y'all subscribed to the channel? Have y'all clicked that little bell that you'll be notified for that? Because it's going to come a time where I'm just going to do a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of YouTube uploads, and a lot of YouTube lives. And when I do those things, I'm not going to be on Facebook. I'm not going to be on Facebook. I'm not going to be on TikTok. And I'm not going to be on Instagram. So, have you subscribed to the channel? Have you subscribed to the channel? Have you subscribed to the YouTube channel? Just simply type in Master Choice International Ministry. The ministry page will come up. You'll see a picture of my wife and I. And click and subscribe to the channel. And go from there. So God bless you all. Thank you all for tuning into this live feed. Y'all have a prosperous Monday. I hope this week be a week of miracles for you all. A week of wonders and a week of blessing for you all. And so God bless you all. I love you all with the love of God. Until next time, God bless you all.